The proof is in the pudding. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Quandrix, the Proof. And the Proof is in a deck that she is an incredibly powerful commander, able to cascade when cast, and cascade when you cast other instants and sorceries from your hand, allowing you to turn big spells that you're not even casting for as much mana as they actually cost into even better big spells. Whether you're turning card draw into extra turns or dragons so you can finish off your opponent, Quandrix can do it all with a ton of extra value, because when you cast her, you'll oftentimes cascade into card draw, ramp, or something that does both, like Lessons from Life. This is a very strong deck, since it's able to use modal counter spells, so you always get value off your cascade, and also cascade chain into cards that are incredibly good for 0 mana. If you cast something like Brainstorm, Fading Hope, Pongify, you're guaranteed to hit Crashing Footfalls and get 2 4/4 Rhinos at instant speed. Thanks, Quandrix. I appreciate that. This deck is doing what a big Simic deck wants to do. It's drawing cards, it's casting spells, and it's stopping your opponents by bouncing their permanents, stealing their permanents, and of course, playing giant dragons. Yeah, there's a kind of a dragon sub-theme here because dragons, it turns out, are good with Quandrix. So let's take her into the queue and see what we can cascade into. Toph, Greatest Earthbender. She's going to be animating lands and giving them double strikes so they can hit me in the face and it's going to hurt a lot. I can actually bounce an Earthbent land with this Fading Hope. This hand potentially has ramp on turn 3 with the Bloomvine Regent. This is a little slow, but I'm still going to keep it. This can only hit non-lands. I'm really going to put it all on the back of Fading Hope and my ability to surveil into a land. I got this. There's Miss Surveil Land. There it is. Hedge Maze. Hitting and sitting in the middle. I'll take it. It does not need to be an untapped land. It just needs to be a land. This is the Toph that has the, I'll say, the 1-card combo with the commander, where you get yourself a Stinky Blinky Moth Nexus. Ink Moth, Blink Moth, it's the one that has Infect. You animate it, it becomes a 5/5 flyer with double strike, and it kills you because that's 10 poison. I could see them playing Toph this turn, animating Darksteel Citadel since that is indestructible. Indestructible, yes. Bounceable, also yes. This can also return target creature. Yeah, these return target creatures against Earthbending are so good because if you blink something, if you exile it, if you destroy it, they all come back under their control. Okay, Defense Grid. Rude. I do have a few counterspells in my deck. I actually have very few, though. Every counterspell in my deck, except for 2 of them, are modal. Ooh, Exploration. One, 2, 3, 4. Proctor's Gaze. Bouncing Defense Grid. Grabbing an island. Primeval Titan! Oh, that's a terror. Yeah, if you hit a counter spell with Quandrix, it's just bad. All right, they have tutored for Inkmoth. It was Inkmoth. And because I got this blue source here, I feel safe to play Quandrix. I will get rid of their enchantment or artifact. Ooh, wait, they have an artifact land. Gotti. Nice. Oh my god, like, right? Thanks. I thought that was really smart. Pick your poison. I added it in because I was like, what's a 1 mana instant that's just... it's gonna do it. What's this? Oh, also, Fading Hope has a secret benefit with Quandrix. It is a 1 mana instant. And I'm casting it from my hand, which should give me a couple of rhinos. So Toph is going to animate the Inkmoth. Are they going to pay the 1? Yeah, they are. And I am going to throw it back into their hand. This will cascade into the only 0 mana spell in my deck. Crashing Footballs! Are you ready for some football? It's 2 rhinos! Okay, Treasure Cruise. I have 4 cards in the graveyard. I already have Trespass here, though, so I'm going to put that on the bottom. They're playing Defense Grid. Yeah, that's good. But hopefully I can actually just end this game. I'm going to try to chain together the turns and just kill them with Quandrix, kill them with the rhinos. They scry. I'm not bothering double blocking because I need as much damage as possible to get the potential win. I'm going to attack first. Yeah, they can't do anything. They have Defense Grid. They could technically tap this to animate it and it would be a tapped creature. Congratulations. They want to kill Toph so she can, once again, Earthbend. Sure, I'll just auto-pay. 1, 2, 3. Is that good? We cascade into something. Oh, Cutting Azure Scale. Nice. I will get myself a dragon, and I have lethal next turn. GG. Phelia, Exuberant Shepherd. This is the bouncy dog. Very good to flicker their stuff. I have a turn 2 Arcane Signet. I don't have green until I play that, so I can't Shared Roots, but I think this is fine enough. I'm being asked, is Oracle of the Alpha a good idea for Quandrix? So Oracle of the Alpha in this deck, it adds a lot of 0-cost cards that you can hit, which you might not want. If you're running a lot of spell tutors, it also adds a Time Walk, which you do want. But I feel like it's just that weird spot of, yes, kind of I want it. Also, I got a forest, so I can just Shared Roots here. You kind of want it, but you don't love it. Since I already have 3 blue sources, I will go for green. I'd say some people are definitely going to run it, but it's not what I want in my pool. All right, here is Arcane Signet. Am I going to Pong that dog? Yeah, probably. Wait to see what they play as, like, the thing they want to flicker. Okay, Ranger Captain of Eos. In response, I explode Phelia. Phelia is kind of terrifying, honestly. She's so good. She's not as good against this deck because we're not putting that many permanents into play, but the value she generates on her side is the problem. They're going to grab a 1-cost thing. Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be Esper Sentinel. I'm a spell slinger. Like, absolutely. Now, I could go, like, Expertise or something. I just Quandrix. I have 6 mana. I had that super early ramp. This is great. And I hit See the Truth, which is being cast from exile, which is going to put 3 cards into my hand. I just think it's neat. Also, now I have a 6/6 dragon. Recruiter of the Guard. I'm gonna guess Solitude to exile Quandrix. I, too, have played many mono-white blink decks because they're good. Yeah, draw 3 cards ain't bad. And they have to Solitude before I can cast a spell. Since I don't have any free spells in hand, they just take Quandrix out. I'll gain some life, put it back into the command zone, and take 6. Now, here's a question. Do you crack the Ranger Captain here? Okay, they say no. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. Let's cover the formula. So I want to tutor something into my hand. Just to set up, like, one of the extra turns. I think I do. Yeah, we're just casting a bunch of stuff here. I was considering digging to put it into hand. Boop. I have a nice full graveyard. Next turn, I should be able to just also replay Quandrix since I have ramped. Let it rip! They're gonna exile the Arcane Signet. So no, I can't play Quandrix next turn. Well, maybe. Except I have this land. So now they could cast this, or they could crack this here. Let's see if they do. Hot dog! Now they're able to blink things back with Phelia. I don't care, as for Sentinel. They're able to blink things back, but I want something good. Now, normally, I think Solitude's the pick. Oh, they're reprieving the bribery. Ugh, now I just have a 6/6. I don't want a 6/6. I want to steal. Hi, Phelia. Do you have another removal spell for Quandrix? I don't even know what I'd get to steal from them. I imagine they're not running Sun Titan. I'm trying to think of like other big blinkables. Typically they're just kind of small. All right, so they are cracking this open. So I cannot cast non-creature spells on this turn. However, I have a dig through time, so I'm going to cast that in response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. None of these are cards I really care about. Yeah, Esper Sentinel. I'll pay the 1. Aha! Utopia Sprawl. Little spell. Little spell! Okay, what are we digging? I want one thing I can cast on their turn, one thing I could cast right here. Because I could still cast this Kellen. I could also cast Uro. Job's done. Getting that land was really nice, too. Hi, Phelia! You're an artifact! I can now cast spells again! Yay! Dedicated doll maker to make a token of one of their things. Recruiter, maybe? Yeah, syncing that's not that helpful. Oh, of Kellen? Oh, they want to blink it with Phelia. That's why. I will let you draw. I do not want you attacking with Phelia this turn. Aw, Hobbit. Rar. I'm a Hobbit. Very scary, I know. How delightful. She really is. Helping hand. Okay, this is so funny. They're like, you know what? I can stop you from casting spells again. And I will. What's up, mama? How you doing? They're gonna sacrifice this ranger captain. I don't have any instants here. I have an Auron's Epiphany I could foretell. But if I foretell it, I actually get less out of it because Quandrix doesn't she doesn't see it. I don't have any of my man lands here. It's like, I want this in my hand. Yeah. Give me one turn where you ain't doing that. Unfortunately, Phelia will be able to get rid of Kellen. Yeah, my deck has like 7 creatures in it. A lot of them are dragons. Some of them are dorks that ramp. Mamito saying they're being petty. Good. Phelia gets the double blink. Because I moved this out from under here, they could have even, like, blinked their Journey to Nowhere to be like, dog, be gone! But here's the good news. I do not think they're bringing back this again. So I can just, I don't know, take a bunch of extra turns and kill them with 2/2 birds. I can steal, but again, they can steal things back. Phelia. Okay, steal things back. They can return things under their control. It's inverse stealing. Recruiter, what do you get? How dare you, Cascade? Oh, they're thinking deep. So they only have 1 mana here. I can't think of anything at 1 mana that would be very scary against me. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Auron's Epiphany. I'm gonna look for a... non-land. Mother Runes can tap to protect herself, but that means she can't protect anything else. Which is why I'm doing this, to maybe set up for Brawl's expertise. Alright, part the Water Veil. So we have another extra turn here. This is good for me. It is kind of just the thing we do. I want to animate gemstone caverns, but the game will very much not be happy about me doing that unless I manually tap everything here. No, stop. Thank you. We still have the face-up temporal manipulation. I want to see what's in their deck that they didn't want me to steal. And I'm attacking in for lethal. But I really wanted to know what I could steal from you. Anything? Something, please? You know I want it. Raph and Mikey, troublemakers. The trouble with them is that they just ramp and then they get big stuff. I have 2 potential counterspells to stop them, though. And that's usually the easiest way to stop a Raph and Mikey. Just counter it. And if they get to the point where Raph and Mikey just can't come down, can't swing in, they'll just start casting the other big creatures from their deck, because all they need to do is attack to get those biggins. Yeah, I could pick your poison this. Let's do that. I'm going to Growth Spiral, Flooded Strand, into Breeding Pool, and pick your poison. And please sacrifice the enchantment of your choice. Oh, look, Force of Will. Force of Will is one of 2 regular, I'll say regular counter spells in this deck. If you have Quandrix out when you cast this, it's extra spicy, since it counts as a 5-mana spell. It's bad to cascade into, but it's still a 5-mana spell you can cast for 0. It's like you can be tapped out with Quandrix and still do it. Just keep ramping. You're doing it, I'm doing it, we all do it. Pick Your Poison is a great card in this deck. Oh, Cyclonic Rift also can stop Raph and Mikey. I don't even need all this mana, so I'm gonna swing in with the Hobbit. Yeah! Get him! This child will be your end. First blood, except for all the damage I dealt to myself. They are going to search for a creature or land card, reveal it, and put it into play. No, you're not. You think you can have Cavern of Souls in this economy? Not so fast. They're making the devil. Little devils. Oh, surprised I didn't keep one back to, I don't know, stop me from bonking. Since I have Force of Will, I can go for Quandrix here. Nice lands you had there. What's up? I'm a 6/6 dragon. I destroyed your land. Kona, Rescue Beastie. They tap him to cheat things into play. And it looks like he's been changed for alchemy to cost 1 more mana. Oftentimes, the cards that they want to bring in with Kona are things that are really high mana value creatures. Think your Galtas. Sometimes they bring in things like Portal to Phyrexia. I actually want a ramp spell here. Always bounce the bird. Sylvan Safekeeper. I will, I guess, watch them sacrifice lands. This is very tempting. To beast within their land. It gives them a better clock on me. And I don't have like a mass bounce spell. Yeah, I'll just do it in their upkeep, I guess. So the beast can't attack. Okay. I can solve the equation for a modal land if I need a land. Is that kind of lame? Yeah. Does it work? Yeah. Damping sphere. Oh, cute. Do I need to hit that? I'm not a storm deck. This is good against storm decks. I feel like I can afford to pay the one. Oh gosh, I can afford to pay the one even more if I steal your bird. Are you gonna sacrifice a land? Oh, lands, no problem. Yeah, I really don't see Damping Sphere very often in Brawl. I will see the truth. And the truth is, I kind of also would like a bird. If I had 3 mana up, the other spells would have been better, but I didn't. Bird up! They have... Oh, plotted. I don't think we go for Quandrix because I don't get the Cascade. I think I'm just chilling. Bird over Rampant Growth. I couldn't cast the Rampant Growth because of Damping Sphere. Okay, no counter spells allowed. Draw a card. I mean, I'm looking for my mass bounce spells. Oh boy, my 1-drop that costs 1 less. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have ways I'm bringing these back. I have like 1 thing that brings back spells from my graveyard. Hi, don't mind me. I'm just looking for lands. No, not things that get lands, just lands. Ding dang damp orbs. An Arcane Signet, that's their first spell. Coordinated Clobbering. Will you sacrifice a land to protect this? Is it exact lethal? I think it's exact lethal. Because I would have to tap the bird here. Done in? No, it's off by 1. Never mind, I'm still alive. Yeah, I was like, I can't pay the 1 there. If I solve for 2, I can take another extra turn. I wonder if they've been running into a lot of storms, like storm decks. I'm 1 short of Rivers rebuking them. That's so sad. Because it would have cost 7. Would have been lethal if I had Force of Will. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's just look. Top 9 cards at a library. Can you dig it? Can I pay the extra? No, I can't. How dare you make me play fair magic, Kona? How dare you? I will say, though, pretty fun game. Big fan of watching somebody destroy all their lands to kill me. Rofellos, Leovold Emissary. Now, I actually have one of the only cards in my deck that can stop Rofellos. And yet I have 2 colorless mana here. I got a mulligan. That's unfortunate. I feel like racing against Rofellos ain't gonna do much, but I can certainly try. With this hand, though, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get there. We're gonna do the old double mully. Yeah, like, I have, Signet, but then I'm not really getting to anything. I guess I could Scalding Tarn. You know what? I'm gonna Scalding Tarn, turn 1, Surveil, then Hall of Storm Giants, and maybe I can cast something good, something worthwhile. I know you have something. There's not that many free spells in green. There's Once Upon a Time that could be held up right now. And there's the thing that shuffles in the graveyard. The green one. I never remember the name of it. It's the green one. Endurance. Yeah, Endurance. Proctor's Gaze. Okay. I can cast it on my turn 3. Fine. I'll take it. Yeah. The green one. It does not kill Rofellos, but it could slow him down. You play Rofellos. He makes a lot of mana. Okay, Priest of Titania. That's pretty much Rofellos. I ain't waiting. Not hesitating. Get back into the hand. I will have more mana than them, which is pretty sweet. A lot more mana. Boots. I could be rebuking. I think I'm just going for Quandrix. Part of the cards, baby. Might get an extra turn, might get a bounce spell, might get something real good. Brainstorm lets me set up for my next turn. All right, I've got River Regent, so I could dig to put the Regent out. Yes, okay, I like this. All right, so I want to draw Unable to Scream, but cascade into Meringue River Regent. Here's Rofellos. Rofellos taps for 4, makes this tap for 2, and gets haste. They have access to 7 mana. Augur of Autumn lets them play lands and creatures off the top of their deck, since they have a 1, 2, and 3 power creature. Awesome. We are going to dig through time. I'm going to exile these cards out of my graveyard. And we already knew which card was on top. We're going to go for Meringue River Regent. It's the Meringuiest! Heroic Intervention! They're going to give Hexproof and Indestructible. That also means I will not be able to make them unable to scream. One moment. Have it! I'll go non-land. Oh, that could be fun against them. All right, now we get our 2 cards. I think I have the mana for Expropriate. You are still holding priority, homeboy. What do you got? You got 6 damage to the face. That's what you got. So they have all of the mana. There are some Eldrazi Titans they could cast here that I would say would win the game for them. That's just Vorinclex with Reach. Vorinclex with Reach gets them 2 forests. They can play 1 this turn, and now me and Rofellos will tap for 5. And off their remaining mana, they will untap Rofellos with the Hyrax Tower Scout. What are you going to do with all that mana? You have 9 mana available. Yes, no lemon meringue pie. This is a good card. I like that I was able to get most of the finishers in this deck to be dragons. Makes Cavern of Souls better and just makes me feel good about things. Green Sun Zenith getting Primeval Titan? Oh no, Kogla! Kogla killing Quandrix. This is a human, so they can make him indestructible. Okay. However, Vorinclex, now I can just, like, swing right over your ding-dang head. What do you choose? Time or money? Really, time? Seriously? You chose time? Okay, thanks. Awesome. Hell yeah, dog. Are you kidding me? Couple of extra turns for the young lady. What else do I have here? Do I want to steal or do I want to bounce? I want to steal! Oh. Okay. I can do both. Whee! You brought this upon yourself. Maybe you shouldn't put cards in your deck, knowing that I am going to steal them. Leovold, Emissary of Trest. I have ramp into ramp, but once Leovold's in play, I will not be able to draw additional cards, which makes some of the cards in my deck not work as well. Prismatic Vista into Birds of Paradise into Entish Restoration, though, should be a pretty good start. Assuming this lives. Because they are Sultai good stuff. Sometimes with wheels to punish, because Leovold has this you can't draw stuff ability. Yeah. There's gonna be kill spells. Alright, they tapped for that. So in response, I'm gonna go for the Flooded Strand into Breeding Pool into Entish Restoration. Turn my lands into more lands. I have a triple blue spell here, so let me grab all the blue. I'm running Planar Genesis too. Did you just play Leovold? No, they're seizing my thoughts. Extra turn spell? Okay, they're hitting the extra turn spell. I'll play Quandrix's little fish maker. Delish! Delicious fish. No tax. Thank you. Go! Use make fish! I don't trust them to not have a counter spell, so I'm not gonna play Quandrix this turn. I don't know, but like, because it has Cascade, I'll probably still get value out of it. I'll wait a turn. Oh, Washitong! I think you are worth the wash away. Or do I just want a Proctor's Gaze? It's ramp. Ramp good. And I have enough islands that I can also return things to hand here. They're preordaining! They're just showing off that they can draw cards. Oh, look at me, I can draw. They cut down my bird. Rude. There's nothing that I would be really that desperate to cascade into here. So I'll play the Gemstone Caverns and go for Quandrix. Go for Quandrix. Yeah, if they had a creature out, I would probably have put this on top of my deck just to bounce it. But I'd rather leave it up to chance here. Washitong, X equals 1. Sure. They draw no cards, but they do get a 2/2 flyer. And then they don't get a 2/2 flyer because I put it back into their hand. Thanks, Brazen Borrower. In the Battle of the Birds, we all be peepin'. They're gonna exile my graveyard? Aww. No Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, and they're also going to concede. Sure, that works. Uharis the Storm Spinner, the dude with triple strike. You can't cast him at the start of the game, but you can absolutely obliterate your opponent, especially if you give him +3/+0 and haste. This is going to be playing a lot of the best Izzet tempo spells, whether they're the cheap counter spells and burn spells, and also some filtering and card draw too. I could do a like brainstorm fetch here. No blue mana. Oh, a Grim Lavamancer. That's fun damage. I'm going to put back the Expropriate and Catacombs. Go for the Surveil. Another land. Land that lets me steal here, but I can already kind of do that. This lines me up pretty well. Do I want to steal? Damn, Amy. You know yourself so well. Of course I want to steal. Now, I stole the thing that could just do pings. I can't generate red mana yet. But this is just to stop them from having a little extra. Amy's always stealing, just like 80% of the time. It's a chump blocker. I guess the Dragon's Rage Channeler actually would have been better for me, but if I had stolen it, once they cast enough spells, they would have been able to kill it with this. That's why I chose that. If they ever add Soul Ring into Arena, first of all, how dare they? Second of all, of course I'm going to steal it. Is my middle name Crime? Yeah, Crimothy? No, that's a different guy. Good old Crim. We make them kiss. They kiss, it's beautiful. It's like really romantic. Okay, before the end of my turn, I'm gonna Entish Restoration, try to ramp. Yeah, Crimothy is the Asian Avenger. I imagine they have a counterspell for Quandrix. So I'm not going to cast her this turn. Instead, I don't know, we'll consult the star charts. I still got value. Oh, you want to click? Clickety-clack. I will counter that spell and put your Sulphur Falls back in your hand. I quite like the cards in my hand, and I don't want you to change them. It ain't quite a plow under, but it's still pretty annoying. Are Quandrix the bad guys at your LGS? Yeah, math nerds. Hydroponics Architect, great card. They are not going to play into my wash away, so I'm going to look at the top cards in my deck and maybe put one in a hand. I guess he's just grabbing Fountain Port here. That gives me great use of my mana every turn. I also have the Restless Vinestalk. I'm going to try to hinder the Architect. Cool. Try to land the Delighted Halfling. Also cool. That's the turn. I really want Quandrix to resolve. Now let's see if they have a counterspell for my counterspell here. They didn't! Okay, I am empty-handed, but I do have Fountain Port, so I could, I guess, make a fish. Fish. Go, my Quandrix! I should have left open Fountain Port, but... Tidebinder, they are able to hit the Cascade. It does not remove Quandrix's abilities. Yeah, the reason I should have made sure it didn't tap this is because the Fountain Port, if I played this land, I would have been able to sacrifice the fish to draw a card. That's why I'm holding this in hand now. So they have a chance of hitting a ramp spell, a draw spell, or an extra turn spell. The extra turn spells they probably can't afford to cast here, but the other spells are pretty good. There's also some bouncy spells and modal spells. Many a funky spell. Oh, Badger Mole Cub! Man, I want my Badger Mole Cub. Is Cascade an ability of Quandrix? It's an ability that just exists on the stack, I think. I'm just gonna sacrifice this now to draw a card, because I would really love to cast a thing. That is not what I want, so here's a Vista. Thin my deck. Shuffle my cards. And... Sure. Thick Hobbit. Amy, why aren't you going to leave up protections in case they go for a Harris? Give them +3/+0 and then have lethal. I don't feel like it. Good reason, right? Here's a Harris. They still have 3 mana, thanks to Badger Mole Cub. Okay, they are going to give him +2/+0 and flying. Detective's Phoenix. I saw them hovering over their graveyard. That's how I knew what it was. And that is 12 damage. Again, he has triple strike. Game, honey. Game. Listen. I don't want to land. I want a spell. Okay, first strike and trample on a Harris means they're just short of lethal. It means I can't make a fish, though, or crack the fetch land. Because they didn't cast anything from outside of hand. But here comes the lightning bolt! Yeah, illuminating lash. That's pretty much lightning bolt. GG, Uharis. Sorry, I bricked on Lance. Kroxa and Kunoros will fill up their graveyard and use their commander to reanimate. I actually do have cards I really like here, but I think it's going to be too slow. I'm going to throw it back. I have the turn 2 Rampant Growth now into Claim Territory. I think this is all right. A very green start for this deck, but hey, green is good. Green is good, and I have candy. Play that Otawara. Rampant Growth. Grab myself a basic land. The big man and dog. Yup. Elder Giant Dog. Ooh, they're already entombing. So they may have a reanimation spell in their hand. And there are some absolutely devastating cards they can bring out in these colors, including things that can destroy lands. No, they're going for Void Winnower. They would like to prevent me from casting about half of my deck. But they're also going to mill me. Cool. All right. Awesome. That was 3 lands on top. Mm-hmm. They're milling. They're milling. Is that a Mog? Yeah, they're probably running the Ulamog Arden combo as well. Quandrix is nasty? Yeah. Yeah, Quandrix is a Trixie Dragon. Okay, they have plenty of cards in the graveyard. They just need to find a reanimation spell or get to enough mana for Kroxa and Kunoros. But wait, I'm being milled. Okay, resolve all those triggers. Land, land, land. Cryptic command. Okay, how are all these lands being milled? This is silly. All right, Quandrix. I'm gonna say you don't have a Seething Song, and if you do have a big nasty reanimate, well, congratulations, I can't do anything about it. Oh, look at how full this hand is. They're milling, they're milling, they're milling, milling, milling. Seething Song I have the subtlety for, but... So what else they have? Mausoleum Secrets. This can only hit creature or planeswalker spells. You sure have 1 mana. I wonder what spell they're gonna get. Reanimate! Yeah. It's reanimate. What do you reanimate here? Emissary? Or Winnower? They're going for Winnower? Okay. Oh, I don't have enough mana for Expropriate yet. I was like, why can't I cast it? Next turn I can cast it. Most bounce spells are, in fact, even, but not all of them. Mystic Confluence, still quite castable. Yep. Here you go. Let's do it. There they go. And another one. Okay. Expropriate. Oh, wow. Didn't even need to tap Fanatic for it. Sweaty, I do not want the Force of Will. But I guess it doesn't matter. I take even one extra turn is lethal. Nashi, Illusion, Gadgeteer. Flashes in, brings things back, and gives those spells flash from their graveyard. I've got turn 2 ramp off Rampant Growth. I'm gonna play this Prismatic Vista. Do I want more green? Do I want more blue? I'll grab a green. Shifting Woodland. Ooh, fancy art Shifting Woodland. Search for Iskanta helps them fill up their graveyard and find all the good stuff. Rampant Growth, I'm just gonna grab an island. They've put a Hobbit in the grave. Here's some landfall shenanigans. A card in their deck is now busted and broken. I wish Ambassador of Evendo was like a one-off ability. It's repeated card draw. If you get this on something fetchable, it's like, all right, great. That's the game. I guess I could tutor here. Or I could Beast Within something. Like, I could Beast Within this. Oh, Glueface Bear, thank you for the sub. You know what? I'm gonna solve the equation. I'm just gonna grab my friendly little Temporal Manipulation. If they have a discard spell, they'll know it's there. They can make me drop it. And if they don't, that's all right. I'll use it as a explorer that untaps all my lands, which is how we use it in this deck. Yep, there's Thoughtseize. My thoughts seized. Land. More land. If this gets countered. Didn't. I'm gonna grab 2 forests. One to play, one to hand. Next turn, Quandrix. Here comes Nashi. Nashi's grabbing Thoughtseize. And a Thoughtseize with Flash is very hard to deal with because they can use it in my upkeep. They can say, all right, you've drawn for turn, and just throw it away. Let's see if that's what they do. No, they're doing it right now because they know I have Sublime Epiphany. I'm going to try to get something fun off. Quandrix. Silent Extraction. I cannot pay the 2. So my commander will go back to the command zone. Hello! Maybe you should have waited to see what I cascaded into. Ooh, Ice Till is nice, Till. Where his own guard would also get me a land. Hydroponics Expert. Yeah, it's cool. Gosh, it's hard to not just go for, like... One of these would immediately get me value. This or this would get me immediate value. Yeah, Uro's not too good to steal because they can, it just goes to their graveyard. Bastard of Evendo. Still beefing up things in their deck. They have 1 card in hand. Oh, prime time. Sick. So that's actually going to tutor for the two of the lands that Evendo has hit. Which means they now have very, very, very good card draw engines. I have the ability to loop Field of Ruin, and I might need to. But also, I want to play Quandrix. Stop. Okay, fine. Whatever. Yay! Extra turn! For me! The only spell I have in my hand is Beast Within. I could technically Beast Within one of these. Wait! I was gonna get Rhinos! You were gonna get Beasts. Vivi! The little spell-slinging mage who's going to be growing, tapping for mana, because this is the digitally altered Vivi, and dealing damage directly to my face, because this Vivi is still very good. In fact, this Vivi is better at comboing than the original Vivi, since you can tap it multiple times a turn to get lots and lots of mana. I will grab lands. Boom. Lands. Land's good. At least I can maybe dodge a counter spell, unless they kill my Hobbit. I had some crazy fast ramp there. They shoved the Hobbit, so never mind. I don't have double blue, but I could still bounce Vivi. And I probably will if they play him. Sapphire Medallion. They want that big old discount. I wait until end step. Bounce this. Do I want to go for the clue? Or do I want to set up to smash the medallion? I really want another blue source, and I don't trust my hand to give me one otherwise. Perfect. Sink into Stupor. That's another blue mana. It's a blue mana that hurts, but it's still blue mana. Land Medallion into Vivi could be a play here. Or hold up interaction because you know Quandrix is a-coming. They're just going straight for Vivi. Quandrix. Archmage's Charm. I will draw. I don't want to counter my own commander. Not yet. Yeah, this. Hello, Vivi. Just sitting here on my monkey business. Sapphire Medallion in response. Hongify! Turn Vivi into ape and get me 2 rhinos. Oh boy, 2 rhinos! Vivi is now monkey, like his friend Zidane. Hey, bye, Forest Guardian. Looks like they're going to be unbearably annoying. Playing shrines, but not that many of them. Most Hey Bye decks are actually 5-color control decks, not enchantment shrines decks. They run the shrines that let them get more mana and get more cards in hand, so they can kill and counter and discard and all of the other things that the bears wish to do. I'll take an extra turn card. Thundering Falls. Okay, you left up blue. Damnation. See? Isn't that telling? World's smallest, consult the star charts. Do you want to counter it? Freebird! They have gotten mana. Why'd you shock that in? Land. Yes, please. I don't have anything I'd be casting for 5. Like, this is not my Tinfoil Manipulation turn. This is the Proctor's Gaze turn. Or Wash Away turn. It's a very aggressive counter spell. They don't want me ramping! What do you want, Wanchitong? How much do I care? About you drawing a card? I don't. Draw a card. I'm getting a land. Here's Hey Bye. Hey Bye's first shrine is Haunted of Seeing Winds, and we get a good look at their deck. Yep, it looks like it is a base Dimir control deck. Who do you think you are, Rusco? Yes, I guess. That was a nice hit, wasn't it? You draw no cards off your shrine. I know you have a Wanchitong, so I'm doing this now. So, I'm a dragon. Yeah, Pick Your Poison has been not just performing well in this deck, it has been performing incredibly well. I like to pick MVPs in decks, and I think the MVP, it's Pick Your Poison. I got the mana. Let's do it again. Archmage of Runes. Ruin him. So they are not countering my commander, the big funky dragon. They are countering Archmage of Runes. Yeah, you can nuke 1 mana Tameo with a Pick Your Poison. You can destroy a shrine. Are you gonna play Hey Bye again? Yeah, we've already seen 2 counters, or 2 board wipes, sorry, from their deck. They're telling Quandrix to get lost. That's not very nice. She's just doing math. Miserable Cup. Undefined stock. They're bringing out Wanchitong. Imagine doing math on a Sunday. Yeah, who would ever? Oh, cool. I have enough for another extra turn, but that's not that big. What if I just Quandrix? Quandrix! Yeehaw! Let's go ahead and put a thing back and draw a card. You! Return! Boop. Go, my Badgermole Cub. Kill them. Hi. What's your pick? Wash Away or Archmage's Charm? They could cast this for X equals 4. They could play Hey Bye. Or they could play another board wipe. Wow, we're all so impressed. I have a siphoner. Temporal manipulation. Do that thing. Play it as a land. Searches their library. Easy solution. I'm searching your library. Wait, no, I want to see what you have in your deck, so I can make fun of you. Nerd. That's your username. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Quandrix is nasty, and it's one of those decks that's just kind of obnoxious to play against because it chains together extra spells and extra turns and all of the stuff that's like, yep, and also there is a 6/6 dragon in play. Hot dog. Is there ever? I feel that this is a very strong commander because of the pure value it generates. Having any commander that has Cascade itself and is able to hit ramp means that you can just cast it again next turn if it happens to get killed or countered. And I feel that a lot of the Simic cards that are in this deck are just strong enough that this deck curves out, it ramps well, it bounces things, it takes care of threats, and then it has enough mana to just cast these giant spells, whether it's tons of extra turns or if it's just a big card draw to find the right threats. Quandrix is able to get you there and make your opponent deal with the fact you have a dragon. I feel on-cast value in general is just hard for people to deal with, because it's not just enter the battlefield. You don't even have to get that far. So yes, Quandrix is a very hard card to play against. And also, she will outvalue you. MVP shout out. We mentioned this in the video, I think, too, to pick your poison. This card did amazing for me in this deck. So 2 thumbs up to the sacrifice of your choice. If you are looking for this deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, especially one from Strixhaven, please let me know. I have had people requesting every single one of the Elder Dragons, and I do plan on doing them all, except for Prismari. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to get her going. She just costs too much mana and dies too easily, or he does, yeah. But don't worry, I'm planning on brewing Leovold. I'm going to see if I can brew up a miracle. Maybe it won't work at all. Maybe it'll work amazingly. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.